The first up, we are getting some developments in Shraddha murder case, wherein after 5 rounds of polygraph tests by the FSL teams, now Aaftab's narco test is going to be conducted, and the test is going to begin at around 10 a.m. today. He has already reached the Ambedkar Hospital, wherein the procedures which are supposed to be held before the beginning of the narco test are going to be conducted. And those are the visuals that you can see on your screens. Aaftab reaching the hospital. Meanwhile, the FSL teams are yet to submit the polygraph reports to the Delhi police, and we are learning that soon this report is going to be submitted to the Delhi police. But it is to be seen as far as the narco test is concerned, because it is one of the crucial aspects of the Shraddha murder case, because when the polygraph test was conducted, there were some unsatisfactory responses that were received from Aaftab. Roping in my colleague Akansha for more on this. Akansha, the narco test is going to begin at around 10 a.m. Aaftab has already reached the hospital for the due procedure which is supposed to be happen before the beginning of the test. What more can you share with us?
Well, absolutely. This is a crucial day as far as the probe into Shraddha murder case is concerned. Aaftab Poonawalla was brought here at the Ambedkar Hospital in the national capital at around 8:35, and what we are being told by our sources is that the narco analysis test will begin at around 10 a.m. But let me take you through the process. Now he's been taken inside. He'll first be taken to the operation theatre, where on camera he'll be told about the entire procedure of narco analysis, and his consent will be taken. Only after he gives the consent to the analysis, the test will begin. He'll be given a drug which is sodium pentothal, also called as the truth serum, which will take him into the state of trance. In this state of sleep, questions will be asked from him, like what happened on May 18th, what triggered him to kill Shraddha, was it in a fit of rage, was it in a heat of the moment as he had alleged, or where has he disposed the pieces of a body, where is the weapon of offense. All of these questions will be asked from Aaftab Poonawalla in the state of trance, and the courts have time and again said that statements gathered under narco analysis are not admissible in court, but Delhi police has abiding faith in the narco analysis. They believe that this will give a direction to the case, and they will be able to gather evidence in the case, physical evidence in the case. But the fact remains is that at around 8:35 he was taken inside the Ambedkar Hospital. In some time we've been told that the narco analysis test will begin. This is a very crucial day for the Delhi police as far as the entire probe is concerned. Last week we saw how polygraph tests were conducted, and this is yet another crucial scientific procedure which will take place today in Shraddha murder case.
Right, and also Akansha, as per sources, what we're learning is that there were several questions as we speak of the polygraph test which was being conducted. Aaftab was found to be hesitant to answer them, and those questions are expected to be repeated in the narco test which is going to be held today.
Well, absolutely. Delhi police has made a plethora of questions for Aaftab Poonawalla, and experts will be asking these questions to him. These questions are sort of similar to the questions that were put forth before him during the polygraph test. This includes what happened on May 18th, what triggered him. These are some of the questions that will be asked from him. As I told you, the statement that the police gets is not admissible. But for example, if Aaftab tells the police that he has hid the weapon of offense at a specific place, the police, if finds that piece of evidence from that particular location, that will be admissible in the court. So these sort of questions will be asked from him. Last week we saw how polygraph test was conducted throughout the week. He was produced at FSL for 5 times, and his polygraph test was conducted, and these questions were then asked. We were told that he was answering them properly. We'll have to see how he answers to the questions here at the Ambedkar Hospital during the narco analysis today.
All right, Akansha, stay with us. Let me also bring in my colleague Priyank on the broadcast. Priyank, good morning. And the latest that we are tracking is that Aaftab has already reached the hospital, and at 10 a.m. it is when the narco test is going to begin.
Yes, certainly, and this is an important day because if some disclosure happened on the statement of Aaftab Poonawalla, then certainly that can lead to gathering of evidence, and under the Section 27 of Evidence Act, that can be admissible before the court. The doctors feel that certainly anything which is being said by the accused in this kind of state will be something where truth which is saying. But what experts have also been pointing out, that if at all he has been thinking repeatedly about the same thing, that he has to lie, then certainly he can manage to dodge those questions. Like if I've been thinking about something throughout the day or since the last week, during the course of that kind of trance, I will repeat the same kind of thing. So that's a very tricky situation. The only factor, as Akansha was also pointing out, that if at all this leads to any kind of disclosure of evidence, the physical evidences, or if this gives some kind of indication to the police, then that will be very important factor. Shivya, we have been talking about a serial liar. We have been talking about someone who has managed to dodge the questions of the Maharashtra police. We have been talking about suspect who has been hiding his identity. We are talking about a suspect who even had his female friends inside the house, even if the pieces of the body of Shraddha Walkar were found lying in the house.
Yes.
He was the one who came, gifted the belongings of Shraddha to other female friends.
Well, of course, it is a crucial day, Priyank, that the narco test is going to be conducted. The polygraph test is already concluded, and the report of the same is going to be submitted to the Delhi police soon. We'll keep tracking all the developments. Thanking our reporters for joining in.